Dear everyone, good morning. I am pleased to announce you that we are opening our Japan Education Fair 2021 in Tashkent. Today, me, Eldojon Elmorodo, and Damira Tinchurina will be MCs of our today's education fair. Now, I'm honored to deliver you the opening remarks from our honorary guests. The first opening remark will be done by the Ambassador of Japan to Uzbekistan, His Excellency Fujiyama Yoshinori.
皆様こんにちは。日本大使の藤山です。この度、日本留学フェア2021 in タシケントを無事オンライン形式で開催できることを大変嬉しく思います。開催にあたり、名古屋大学ウズベキスタン事務所および日本からご参加いただいた大学関係者の皆様に心より感謝申し上げます。パンデミックの中、オンライン形式になりましたけれども、今年は通常よりも多い日本の39の大学および機関よりご参加いただいていると聞いております。今回は日本留学について詳細を知ることのできる貴重な機会ですので、日本への留学に関心のある多くの学生に参加いただけることを期待したいと思います。学生の皆様におかれては、本日のイベントにご参加いただき感謝申し上げます。日本の大学は高い水準の研究環境や知的文化的な刺激を提供することができます。ウズベキスタンには日本語を勉強できる大学機関が複数存在しておりまして、現在2800名ほどが当地で日本語を勉強していると承知しておりますけれども、ぜひ日本の学生生活も実際に体験していただきたいと思います。我が国では少子高齢化社会を迎え、様々な若い世代を迎え入れ、今後さらなる発展につなげるような政策を進めております。皆様が日本で活躍の場を見つけられることは、皆様ご自身のみならず、我が国の将来の発展にとっても大変重要であります。また、ウズベキスタンに戻ってこられる場合には、日ウズベキスタンの協力の架け橋ということになることも期待したいと思います。ウズベキスタンには実際に国会議員や政府の要職につき、国の発展や我が国との関係強化に大きく貢献している元日本留学生の方々がたくさんおられます。日本政府の奨学金による留学制度も充実しております。毎年優秀な学生の応募があり、非常にレベルの高い選考となっておりますけれども、一人でも多くの方に挑戦していただきたいと思っております。この留学フェアを通じまして、一人でも多くの学生の皆様に日本への留学の機会が生まれることを心より願っております。ありがとうございました。
Thank you very much, His Excellency.
Now I'm pleased to give the floor to Mr. Hakim Ibrahim John, the Deputy Minister for Higher and Secondary Specialized Education of Uzbekistan.
Good morning, His Excellency Ambassador Fujiyama. Dear Professor Kawakita and Professor Benton, dear participants, it is my great pleasure to welcome all of you in the opening ceremony of Japan Educational Fair in Tashkent in 2021 on behalf of the Ministry of Higher and Secondary Specialized Education of the Republic of Uzbekistan. I would like to note that this annual education fair of Japanese universities has already become a tradition for the promotion of Uzbek-Japanese collaboration in higher education. So far, every year we have hosted many leading Japanese universities here in Tashkent and given our young students an opportunity to be acquainted with their international programs. Today, because of the pandemic limitations around the world, with our Japanese partners, we decided to host this education fair in online mode. However, today's education fair notable for the fact that in Uzbekistan, we have just finished nationwide entrance examinations in our universities. This means we are proposing another study opportunity for our young generation. I am confident that this exhibition about study opportunities in Japan will be another impulse for the development of our relationships in the field of higher education. We all know that Japan has historically been characterized by a high level of development of science and technology. The country boasts its high level of educational system, modern research methods, unique innovations, and the acknowledgement of each person's intellectual abilities. I wish the participants of the exhibition will explore more about Japanese universities in general, and of course about their scholarships and programs for international students. I hope through the academic exchange between Uzbek and Japanese universities, level of cooperation in higher education will be definitely enhanced. Taking this opportunity, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to Nagoya University, the Embassy of Japan in Uzbekistan, and Tsukuba University for the constant assistance in enhancing cooperation in higher education, as well as to all Japanese universities for their participation in this event. Thank you for your attention and good luck.
Very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Hakimov.
Now, we will announce the list of Japanese universities which will participate in today's Japan Education Fair 2021 in Tashkent. We will introduce the participants by their location, starting with universities from the north part of Japan. The first is Hokkaido University. Kitami Institute of Technology. Akita University. The University of Aizu. University of Tsukuba. Jumonji University. Joshibi University of Art and Design. Tokyo University of Agriculture and Technology. Tokyo University of Foreign Studies. Toyo University. Yokohama National University. Graduate Institute of Entrepreneurial Studies. Kanazawa University. ICLA, Yamanashi Gakuin University. Nagoya Institute of Technology. Nagoya University. Nagoya University of Economics. Nagoya University of Arts. NUCB Undergraduate School. Ritsumeikan University, Ryukoku University, Kansai University, Osaka University, University of Hyogo, Nara Institute of Science and Technology, Wakayama University, Okayama University, Ritsumeikan Asia Pacific University. Now, we will introduce the organizations which will make presentation in this education fair. We announce the list of this organization according to the date and the time of their presentation. So, Japan Student Service Organization, JASO. Embassy of Japan in Uzbekistan. Riken. Japan Society for the Promotion of Science, GSPS. Japan International Cooperation Center, JICE.
Following our program, I would like to deliver you the remarks from host universities. First, Vice President Ms. Benton addresses her speech on behalf of the University of Tsukuba, which is in charge of the Russian CIS region as a part of Japanese government's project to support foreign students' study promotion in Japan.
Hello, I am Caroline Benton, Vice President and Executive Director for Global Affairs at the University of Tsukuba. Once again, it is a great honor for me to be part of the Japan Education Fair in Tashkent, together with the Nagoya University office in Uzbekistan. The Japan Education Fair in Tashkent is an annual event held by the Nagoya University office in Uzbekistan. Since the year before last, the University of Tsukuba has joined this annual event as the host organization of the Study in Japan Global Network Project, targeting Russia and CIS students, which is commissioned by the Japanese Ministry of Education, Culture, Sports, Science, and Technology. The project is a Japanese governmental project launched in October 2018 to promote study in Japan for students from CIS countries, including Uzbekistan and Russia. The aim is to double the number of foreign students from CIS countries to Japan over a 5-year period ending in 2023. The number of Uzbekistan students studying in Japan surpassed those from Russia and CIS countries in the past few years. Around 2,000 motivated students from Uzbekistan studied in various Japanese universities in a wide range of fields, including humanities, social sciences, and engineering. Unfortunately, due to the ongoing spread of the coronavirus, it is now difficult to travel across national boundaries. and students who wish to study abroad continue to face challenges. However, we look forward to having you come to Japan to study and satisfy your academic curiosity to the full extent when the corona pandemic is over. Due to the impact of COVID-19, this fair is online once again, although it is regrettable that we will not be able to meet you in person in Uzbekistan. I am confident that this opportunity for you to obtain information directly from the staff of Japanese universities will be meaningful to you. I hope that today's Japan Education Fair will be a good opportunity for you to learn about the various possibilities of studying in Japan. And I hope that many more of you will choose Japanese universities as your study destination. Finally, I sincerely believe that Uzbek students who do study in Japan will become young leaders responsible for the future development and prosperity of Uzbekistan, and that the exchange between Japan and Uzbekistan will further expand in various fields, such as in education, culture, science, technology, and politics. We await you in Japan. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Benton.
Now, I'm very delighted to deliver you the addresses of the Vice President of Nagoya University, Professor Kawakita Kazuhito. I would like to mention that Nagoya University has been hosting 11 education fairs in Tashkent since 2010.
Dear distinguished representatives of Uzbek education institutions, parents, and most importantly, potential and prospective students. It is my pleasure to welcome all of you in our 11th Japan Education Fair 2021 in Tashkent. I am Kawakita Kazuhito, the Vice President of Nagoya University, the host university of this education fair. First of all, I am very pleased to inform that this year our education fair are represented by almost 30 Japanese leading universities, each of which will later introduce their special programs for international students and study opportunities. As you may know, Japan Education Fair in Tashkent always enjoyed the presence of around 800 to 1,000 students and potential candidates from all over Uzbekistan. Education Fair was also a platform for both Japanese and Uzbek universities to establish networking, seeking future partners, and launching academic and student exchanges. I regret that, as well as last year's education fair, we decided to hold this year's fair online. However, if the situation of the coronavirus infection improves, we are planning to hold a face-to-face fair in November this year, like before. There are also advantages to online education fair. It is easy for Japanese universities to participate online, and as a result, Uzbek students can find out more information about Japanese universities. Taking this opportunity, I'd like to highlight that Nagoya University gets its cooperation roots with Uzbekistan from 2000, when we, in cooperation with our partner universities, were involved in the development of human resources in law and political science, as well as improvement of legal and judicial reform in Uzbekistan. Currently, we are collaborating with Uzbek universities in many areas, including medical administration, education, engineering, and social sciences, etc. As a result of this long-standing academic cooperation with Uzbekistan, the President of Uzbekistan, Shavkat Mirziyoyev, visited Nagoya University during his visit to Japan in December 2019. At that time, Nagoya University had an opportunity to award the President with an honorary doctorate degree. In the end, Once again, I'd like to appreciate all of you for being online here, your strong commitment to this education fair, and I encourage you to explore what Japanese universities can offer in terms of your self-realization. I firmly believe that more Uzbek students will become interested in Japanese universities, and after successful graduation, they will contribute to develop relationship between Japan and Uzbekistan and to build a sustainable and peaceful global society. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your speech, Professor Kawakita.
Now we briefly introduce you about the schedule of the Japan Education Fair 2021 in Tashkent. Although the global pandemic restrictions of COVID-19 continues, we decided to hold the Japan Education Fairs during this year. One is online and another is offline. Today we are having the fair in online mode. However, in November, in the condition with the COVID-19 allow us, we are planning to have another offline education fair of Japanese universities in Uzbekistan. This online education fair is focused on 2 points. One is online information sessions from Japanese universities, and other is a special website for information about the education fair of Japanese universities. Now we will explain you about online sessions. From now we will have presentation from Japanese universities and organizations. First presentation will be made by JASA, and you can get their general information about study in Japan. Then Japanese Embassy will share with you information about the Japanese government scholarships. From 10:20, each Japanese university and institution will explain about their universities or institutions and their international programs. One of the features of this year's education fair is that each day has its own theme of topic. Today the theme is university introduction. We'll ask many universities as possible to introduce the universities. Since there are so many universities to present, we will continue university introduction sessions tomorrow from 9 until 10 a.m. In August 20, the theme is introducing bachelor program. Graduates of high school who are wishing to enter Japanese universities or students of Uzbek universities who want to continue their education in Japan can join us tomorrow. We'll also continue our bachelor program sessions from 9 till 10:30 in August 21. Although it's Saturday, we kindly ask you to join. On Monday, August 23, the topic will be Introduction to Graduate Programs in the Humanities and Social Science. Candidates who want to study in graduate programs can join these sessions. Our target people are students, university teachers, researchers, public officials, or private sector, national or international organizations members. On August 24 and 25, the main theme is introducing of graduate programs in science. Like on August 23, we would like to target university students who want to pursue their graduate level in Japan, as well as people who are currently working in universities, government or private companies related to the science and engineering. Sessions will be through Zoom conference program. Please kindly make a registration for joining. Then you will immediately get meeting ID in your email. Now we will display the URL for registration.
Thank you, Damira, for your clear explanation about the online sessions. Now I would like to explain another special point of this education fair. This is special website of Japanese education fair. This special website can offer you more detailed information of 33 universities and institutions that will present about their programs. In addition, 14 universities are providing information on their universities and study abroad programs for students of Uzbekistan. In other words, the information of 47 Japanese universities and institutions that can be useful for Uzbek students can be found on this special website. Videos of information sessions from today till 25 of August will also be uploaded to this website as soon as they are ready. If you miss any presentations, you can also watch them here. This is the URL of this website. Or you can just search in Google Japan EduUz and you will find it. So everyone, please participate in this online Japanese education fair actively to obtain information about Japanese universities and make your dream of studying in Japan come true.
So now I want to announce you that we will soon an opening ceremony of Japan Education Fair 2021 in Tashkent. Thank you very much for your attention. From 9:30, we will begin a presentation by Jason. Dear students, please follow us in our session. From 9:30, we will have a session via Zoom. If you're a student and have already registered, please connect them using the link you received in your email. If you have not registered yet, please write down the Zoom ID and passcode on the slides on the slide now. So please use it to enter the Zoom. Please make sure to register later when you have a time. Thank you.